GeForce NOW is a PC gamer's best friend, and I say that as someone who's been gaming on their PC since the early 2000s. More often than not, when cloud gaming comes up in a discussion, it's often stated just how great it is for gamers to be able to play the latest AAA titles without having to buy any hardware up front, and rightfully so. It's one of the biggest benefits that cloud gaming has to offer and brings to the table. But for today's video, I want to focus on those who already have the high-end hardware. To the PC gamers that already have a custom rig that can run any game that they want to. I myself am in that category, and honestly speaking, I see myself using GeForce NOW a lot more lately because of it. So let's get started by talking about the biggest benefit, and that's the fact that GeForce NOW uses games from your current Steam, Ubisoft, and Epic Game Store library. And while not every single game you own will have GFN support, there's a very good chance you're going to have a sizable library, as a lot of big names do have support. In my case, I have about 400 Steam games, and out of those 400 titles, I have 183 that are available to play on GFN. The service currently supports over 1,000 games, and it's growing pretty rapidly each week as they introduce new day-and-date releases as well as older popular titles. It should also go without mentioning that the fact that the games are coming from those very popular storefronts means you can take advantage of some pretty insane deals. Be it Steam's seasonal sale events, Epic Game Store's crazy coupons, or Ubisoft Connect's Ubisoft Plus subscription service, you can take advantage of it all, and you get the added benefit that you can play it both on your local machine and GeForce NOW. Now that begs the question and leads on to the second point. When exactly would you not want to be playing on your local machine? My answer to that is plain and simple. Think of all the times you'd rather be gaming in another room, maybe a different screen that isn't directly hooked up to your PC. Or maybe you just want to game on the go on your mobile phone or tablet. GeForce NOW accommodates that in a great way. And I know some will bring up the fact that you can stream your PC directly to those devices as well. And my reply to that is reason number 2. You don't have to keep those games stored on your hard drive. I can't express just how much of a game changer this is, and while it sounds ridiculously simple, it is the sole reason for why I've completed multiple games that I probably never would have got around to completing if they were only on my PC. There are plenty of games in my backlog that I probably won't give a re-download to simply because I don't have the space and there are more new games coming in that I'm interested in playing. 2 personal examples for me would be Cyberpunk 2077 and Destiny 2. And since I just mentioned Destiny 2, I also have to give a lot of credit because it does a fantastic job to keep up with daily missions and daily logins, especially when you can do it from your phone wherever you are. Another great reason to use GeForce NOW as a PC gamer is the fact that it feels very familiar. Unlike other cloud gaming services such as Stadia, GeForce NOW is pretty much a PC running the game. That means you get all the adjustable options and settings that are typical with a PC game release. Which means you can tailor the game to run exactly how you want it to. Whether or not you're okay with a lower frame rate or want something higher, you can adjust the settings to try and achieve that. To top it off, if you're a priority member, you also get the benefit of being able to use settings like RTX on. And when paired with a feature like DLSS, it makes it easy to create a great visual and gameplay experience that's a visual feast for your eyes. And it should go without mentioning that almost everything has both mouse and keyboard and controller support since it's essentially running on what is a PC. But now let's move on to my last reason to check out GeForce NOW as a PC gamer, and that's because it's free to try. It should be noted that free members only have a 1-hour session length, but they can re-queue immediately after that 1-hour session is over to start another hour. You may also run into a queue time during peak hours, but regardless, it's free for you to give it a shot and see what it's like. This way, you can see the benefits for yourself and actually tell whether or not you would use a service like this on the regular. And then you can even consider using the priority membership, which gives you priority access to the gaming servers so you have very low queue times. In fact, the only time I've ever had to wait in queue as a priority member was at the release of Cyberpunk 2077, and it was no more than 2 to 5 minutes. Ever since then, I've played plenty of day-and-date releases without any queue times whatsoever. You also get an extended session length of up to 6 hours, and once those 6 hours are up, if you play for them straight in a row, you can launch again into another 6. And lastly, you'll get access to the better server blades that have RTX. Now I know this has been a bit of a different video than I normally do on the channel, but it's one I've been wanting to make for quite some time. As I pointed out early on in the video, far too often cloud gaming is associated with being an entry point into gaming. I wanted to showcase here that it has its benefits outside of that. I myself own a gaming PC, a PS5 and Xbox Series X, and I plan on getting a Steam Deck. But I will say time and time again that cloud gaming has found its permanent spot within my gaming ecosystem. I see myself using it more and more as time goes on, and it's simply due to the sheer convenience factor. Another personal example I have is in regards to League of Legends. I used to play this game religiously back in high school, but I quit it a while back. That said, I still have a ton of friends who play it almost every day, and whenever I get invited into a game, it's as easy as booting up GeForce NOW and launching it through there. It's not the type of game I'm interested in keeping on my local hard drive, but it's absolutely something I'll play just to join with a few friends and have some good times. But everyone's reasoning for using cloud gaming the way they use it is different. For some, it may be convenience, for others, it's price. If any of you out there are using cloud gaming alongside a console or PC, do let me know down in the comment section below what service you use and why. Either way, that wraps up this video. If you enjoyed it at all or found it helpful, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out, and if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. As always, this has been the Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming and VR related, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.